Well, I think I'm just going to cut to the chase on this one. Fusion. GSK actually loved your prequel. And if you had gone with this one, it would have been a two-horse race, but you didn't. So Elevate, you are the winners. So courtesy of Ireland's Sunway Holidays, you are going now to fly to Faro on Portugal's Algarve coast, where you're going to stay overnight in the five-star Hilton Villamoura Hotel, enjoying sun, fine dining, golf and spa treatments. So enjoy that and be sure to bring your sunblock. Off you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, Fusion, I want you all to go outside and talk about this amongst yourselves. Off you go.
Yes, we're going on a honeymoon. Yes.
On behalf of Sunway Holidays, welcome to the Algarve, and I hope you enjoy your stay.
I'm feeling kind of sorry for the guys back home, but not really.
All I know, I've jets of water going up my bum.
Apprentice was a great PM, and sure, look where he got us to. So delighted, thanks, Apprentice.
I'm sitting here, 37 degrees, in a five-star hotel. Guilty? Not so much.
What do you think went wrong?
I'm actually quite disappointed for Fusion. There were elements of a great campaign there. GlaxoSmithKline felt it's too confusing, probably the message is too cryptic, you'd have to think too long about it.
I also think there's a little bit of tension there. It seems that there are two teams there instead of one, and that could have been a reason as well why they did the prequel at the back. It meant really they didn't have full confidence in the ad that they presented.
Well, Caroline.
Very disappointed, Bill. I thought that we had created the advertisement that was more original and eye-catching, but it's just disappointing.
See this ad? It's professional, it's well-designed, and you know what it has? It has a killer message. That's what this was all about. So don't be in denial about this. This prequel.
Yes, Bill.
You did that in half an hour.
45 minutes.
And you put that in. GSK felt that that would have sized up with Team Elevate.
I'm happy to hear that. I mean, I'm disappointed, obviously, with the end result.
Why did you do two? Was it because you thought this one wasn't going to work?
It was a backup plan that if anything went wrong or we weren't happy with the shots, at least we had something to fall back on.
But it would appear to me as if you hadn't any confidence in the camel ad when you did that.
I'm a person of morals, and I would say that what I'm saying right now is true, that I was never 100% behind the camel idea itself, but when the guys decided they wanted to go that way, I gave it my 100% to make it work.
We're completely behind the camel.
I mean, I'm telling the truth, Bill.
Okay. Jamie, would you do it differently now? You came up with the camel.
I came up with a good few ideas, Bill, yeah, and we definitely tried to be different, and it backfired. Like, you can clearly see now that the background images that the guys have set in, they're probably that bit more professional than ours, but we tried to, in hindsight then, we tried to just emphasise the camel.
I think maybe it falls back to, as you said, the backgrounds. The photo shoot probably didn't work out quite right, and we were left with these images that the guys wanted to work with, and images we've already used.
Why didn't you tell us that there was a problem with the background then, Kieran, and I would have done whatever you told me to?
The guys that were with me were all happy with that background. As I said, I mean, I'm going to be blue in the face and saying it, the original idea I came up with the water colour was the one I was behind, which is the one that GSK liked. I'm not looking for a way out here. I mean, I put my hand up and say I did the work, but I gave it 100% of what they wanted to do, but ultimately, the idea behind what we were doing was not what I was all about.
Were you put under too much pressure when Tara went off for another set of photo shots?
I wouldn't say that, Brian. I mean, the shots that we ended up using, the the ones from the photographer studio were, I think they were better. I think if we had the other billboard here now, we'd have lost by a bigger margin. And I would, you know, I don't think anyone would disagree
that
with
we decided that we should go to the photographer studio then and give you that
I don't
extra
just look involved. I mean, you had the whole day to do it.
You had the whole day to do your...
In the whole day, I did 2 billboards and a brochure. It would take most professional guys a day and a half to do that.
Maybe if you had paid attention to the main billboard, then we wouldn't be sitting here now.
I mean, all this work was put on upon me as it was. I mean, I can't look after the design, the creation, and everything else. I mean, I feel like I'm giving everyone else a piggyback.
Come back to one specific thing, and that's the word light.
Yes.
Do you know what colour that should be?
It probably should be, it should use the colour branding from the Luke said.
What colour is that?
Either the yellow or the light blue.
You don't change the logo, you change the background. If you had a white background, that's your problem. You can't change the client's logo.
I agree.
OK, well, I'm hearing an awful lot of excuses. So, Caroline, who are you going to bring back into the boardroom with you?
Ciara and Neve.
OK. Well, that means Jamie, Najette, Kieran and Tara, you're going back to the house.
Thank you, Vince.
So, 3 of you are coming back into my boardroom, and when you return, 1 of you will be fired. Off you go.
I've said it every time, I will base it on performance. Fine, I'm friends with the boys. There's no way I could have brought Kieran back. He made mistakes there, but come on, we couldn't have made an ad without him. And as far as I'm concerned, Jamie was all right.
He didn't stand by us.
He didn't stand by us, but
he didn't.
we would.
And we said we'd all stand by each other, Caroline. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm
didn't.
basing it on personal performance.
You know, he would have hung you. He would have hung you.
Well,
He's
maybe
no
he would
friend.
have hung me. I don't care. I'm
Do you know?
basing it on the 3 days that we just had together. And I didn't want to have to bring anyone in, but I'm in the situation.
Yeah, okay, well, fair enough.
I suppose not surprising that Caroline, as project manager, didn't bring back any of the 2 boys. She's showing her loyalties there very clearly. However, you know, the 2 she's brought back, I'm not sure if they have actually contributed a whole lot.
There's quite a lot of getting rid of that section of the team. I think it was a question of keep them out of sight.
It's going to be an interesting little line. Jane, would you have the 3 girls come in, please?
No problem, Bill. You can go in now.
Caroline, you're a solicitor at the core of integrity. Why did you bring Ciara back?
The reason I brought Ciara back was I suppose I just thought that she just didn't contribute as much as the other members of the team.
I think that what was asked for us, we delivered on and actually went that little step further. So I don't understand why I'm here today.
You don't understand why you're here?
No, I think I performed very well.
We always do. Caroline, why is Neve back here?
In relation to Neve, she was very quiet during our brainstorming session, and a few of the ideas that she came up with, I just didn't know where they were coming from.
Why shouldn't I fire you, Caroline?
I mean, Bill, I think you appointed me PM to up my game and not to go under the radar, as you said. I think this week that I have increased I've shown to you that I amn't going to sit back and be walked over. I mean, I think that I dealt and time managed the whole task effectively. I mean, we all got on well during the task. Maybe we didn't the final concept wasn't fantastic, but I mean, I worked very hard on it, and I think that I can only improve. The step that I have already... The increase in my confidence from last week's task is already increased fivefold. And I mean, I think that as time goes by, if I'm given the opportunity to develop, that my ideas and my confidence will only keep growing, and that I have so much more to offer. I want to keep learning, and I'm not ready to go home yet.
So why shouldn't I fire you, Ciara?
Because the first week, obviously, that we were here, I stepped forward to be project manager. I work very hard, I keep the head down, so I was surprised at the comment that I got. But I've got an awful lot to give as well, and I just feel that, given the opportunity, that I can be a really good apprentice for you.
And Neve, why shouldn't I fire you?
To be quite honest, Bill, I'm disappointed but not surprised that I'm here in the boardroom today.
You're not surprised?
I'm not surprised, no. I think we all knew before we even lost the task who was going to come into the boardroom. So I think that's why it was evident that Kieran, when he came in, the time when we'd lost, he had absolutely changed his support to the team, because at that stage he knew he wasn't going to be brought into the boardroom. I'm disappointed that that would happen. We're not here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends. I left a 5-year-old at home. I have enough friends.
I would take offence that you would think I would put friendships... I mean, in a task, I'm in the boardroom, I put my professional performance. This is based on professional performance, on your capabilities of what you did during this task. In my mind, I brought in the right 2 people, and I'm basing it on your professional abilities in this task.
Who do you think should be here instead of you?
I mean, again, you know what I mean, I do agree with Caroline, it is a hard call. You know...
It is a hard call, and she called it, as she said, to the best of her ability.
Yeah.
In terms of who did the least in this task.
I've done everything that I was asked to do.
Oh, come on. It's not about doing everything you're asked to do. You know, it's all about what you do more than what you're asked to do. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, well,
in this real world today of business, people stay in their job because of what they do, after they do what they're paid to do. At the end of the day, one of you will be fired. And that's my decision, nobody else's. So, Niamh, you're working way below your part. You're certainly not living up to what your CV said. Ciara, I still think you're below the radar screen. Yes, you stood up as PM in the first task, and I think you've backed off from it then. We need ambition, and we need passion, and we need commitment. We're not getting that. Caroline, I have to say, you certainly did an amazing and fantastic presentation.
Thank you.
And having said all that, I end up by saying, Niamh, you are fired.
Thank you, Bill.
Both realise that it was Niamh's second time in my boardroom. Success is not about talk, it's about action. And that's what the 2 of you have to realise. Is have talent, can you show it? Off you go, I don't want to see you in my boardroom again.
Yes, Bill. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Niamh, I went on first. Niamh, you have to be mature enough.
I'm fine.
I went on the performance of the task.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'm disappointed that you would think that low of me.
And that's it. Close the book.
If anyone but Caroline comes home, it's the biggest injustice since the O.J. Simpson trial.
The drama of it, she was sitting on the couch and you went and gave her a big hug. It was the best and I went over and sat down and wouldn't even hug me.
Oh, that's bad.
Of course I'm upset. It's a bit early in the competition, I think, for me to go home. I still stand by what I said, that it was clear, even since the task began, that if we'd lost the task, the boys wouldn't have been brought in. And if that's the kind of tactics they want to play, we'll let them off, you know what I mean? I'll go out with my head held high. I was definitely shafted. To go out for that reason, based on what I've given up and what I have achieved so far, is hard.
Three down and 12 to go. The search for Bill Cullen's apprentice continues. Next week on The Apprentice.
Just pull her out there.
Just got stuck in your wall, though.
Can you just give me 1 second so I can talk through things?
Someone to fucking buy one off me. Fuck.
This is business suicide.
It's just such a stupid thing to have done.
It's quite obvious the jersey was not to the value of €200.
Did you ever hear the word integrity?